Hi guys, welcome to our live chat. Tune in with Ran and Dave. Let's unzip a topic. I'm Ranjini.
And I'm Devapriya. Today is our episode
Today
number
we are
23. I know why, you know why I muted for a while?
yes, I know, but maybe the viewers are wondering. So maybe you can tell them why.
Yes, we will tell them shortly. So, Ranjini, before that, you
Mhm.
have the share screen session.
Yes, so I'm going to share my screen. As per
Yep.
usual, this is our
Mm-hmm.
logo, and this program is powered by MyNaps, Malaysia's best online learning platform.
Yes, and you guys can access Miners whenever you want with the link provided in the stream. And yes, for your information, Miners also has started their free SPM intensive masterclasses. So to go through this SPM masterclasses, do contact the link that provided in the screen just now.
Or you can
So
also
yes,
inbox us for further details.
yes, sure, and we will
All
access you
right,
for that. So yeah, so this is the
so
reason why I muted
today's
just now.
Exactly. So today's episode number 23 is going to be sign language for everyone. And our
Mhm.
panelist is.
Our panelist is Mrs. Gauri Armugam. She is a special education teacher and she has experience of 10 years. I think that's one wonderful experience that she's going to share with us today in our show. And yeah, speaking about sign language, Ranjini, what do you think about sign languages?
Sign language, as a layman, I think it's also a form of language to communicate with
Mm-hmm.
those who have limitations in communicating like other human beings, the normal human beings. So I guess it's also a
Yeah.
language worth learning, and that is why we are going to bring this topic today, Priya.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I think even before we started to verse our communication, I think sign language is the first, the most earlier language that we have all known. We got those days I was talking about. So, according to the World Federation of the Deaf, there are approximately 72 million deaf people worldwide. More than 80% of them live in developing countries, and they are using more than 300 different sign languages. And speaking about our title, Sign Language for Everyone, it is the theme of this year's Sign Language Day, International Sign Language Day, which we celebrated last 23rd September. So this was their theme, and I think this will be a great topic for everyone. I mean, every human being. I think this is one of the good knowledge that everyone can take away today. So, yeah, without further delay, our panelist is already here waiting for us.
I'm going to stop sharing, and yes,
Yep.
I'm back on screen.
So, shall we invite Mrs. Gauri Arumugam? And I want to call her Chegu Gauri. So,
Yes.
here she is. Hi, Chegu.
Hi.
Okay, Chegu
Hi, Miss
Gauri, how are you
Ranjini,
doing?
and yeah, I'm very fine. Miss Devapriya, Miss
Yes.
Ranjini, I'm happy to be here with you, with both of you, and thanks
Yes,
to
thank you
invite
so much.
me.
It's our
Thank you
pleasure.
for
It's our
spare your
pleasure.
time. Yes, it's our pleasure to spend your time at this Saturday night. I'm sure
Yeah.
many of them have so much of things to do, but you allocated your time for us, and that's so fantastic. So, Chegu, Gauri, shall we go into the live session today?
Yeah, sure, I'm ready.
Yes, that's
So that's
fantastic.
wonderful.
Okay, so for the
Yeah.
first question, I'm going to take the first question. So, Chegu Gauri, tell us briefly on how and why you started to learn this sign language at first place. Because not everyone wanted to learn a sign language as a knowledge. People might go for Mandarin, French, maybe other things, you know. So, sign language. So, why you have that thought of learn this language for the first place?
Okay, first of all, when I was in Form 6, I don't know anything
Uh-huh.
about special education. And then after we finish our STPM, that time we have to
Mm-hmm.
apply through the book, and there is no online application for that. So we have to go
Mm-hmm.
through the book, we have to choose what course we want to enter, and we have to fill up the form and send it to university. So that
Oh.
time, when I go through the book, I saw one particular course, mengajar kanak-kanak cacat. But for this moment, we didn't use that word cacat. But that
Yes.
time,
Yep.
2002-1, that time, there is
Mhm.
a term orang cacat. And then when I
Mhm.
saw that, I feel that what is this, something different?
Mhm.
And my mind, I don't know why, but I choose that course as my first course. That time we
Okay.
can choose eight courses, and then I think, I don't know why, but I choose that Pendidikan Khas as my first choice, and
Mhm.
I got that. So
Okay.
I enter UKM 2002, in 2002 2003 batch, and
Mhm.
after we go to the UKM, when we was in second year, we have to choose
Mhm.
our major subject. So that is four major subject: pendengaran, pembelajaran, penglihatan, pemulihan. So that time also, I don't know why, but I'm so interested in sign language. So I choose masalah pendengaran. So masalah
Mhm.
pendengaran, we will learn about sign language, and we can teach deaf students in future. I know that time because my lecturer
Mhm.
give me the briefing on that topic, and
Mhm.
I choose that one. Only 20 people can take that course because every courses is only 20 people can enter. 20
Mhm.
students can enter. So they will see our SPM result. So according to my
Mhm.
SPM result, okay, they say you can take that, and then I'm so excited. So I took that subject as my major subject. And
Uh-huh.
for first time, 2010, I start my career as a teacher. But first,
Mhm.
my school was not a deaf school. I got masalah
Okay.
pembelajaran. That means Down syndrome,
Uh-huh.
autism, that kind of school. So
Mhm.
after I applied to transfer to Klang, that time, 5 years ago, I got chance to teach deaf students, which
Mhm.
my previous interest. So when I transferred to Klang only, I got the chance to teach deaf students, and I learned a lot from them actually. When I was in UKM, only one subject we will take as sign language subject that they call Bahasa Isyarat, kursus Bahasa Isyarat. So after
Mhm.
that, nothing, and I don't have anything to interact. So no
Okay.
people to interact with me in sign language. And once I
Uh-huh.
got transferred to Klang, I got the chance, and now I am a masalah pendengaran, cikgu masalah pendengaran. They call like that. Guru
Oh, okay.
pendidikan khas masalah pendengaran.
Okay, that's
That's my
a
history.
fascinating story, I would say. I mean, Chegu, you did mention just now that you have some 5 years gap in between where you
Yeah.
couldn't use that sign language before you got your posting at Klang. So, did you find it difficult to teach to those deaf students at first place?
No, actually, when was UKM, there is only one course. We will learn the basic A to Z, number
Mm-hmm.
1 to 10, and then
Mm-hmm.
basic saya, awak, about our family relationship, bapa,
Yeah.
ibu, emak.
Mm-hmm.
Only that's all.
Okay.
And 5 years gap, I totally lost everything. I know ABCD, only that one, and 1
Okay.
until 10 I know, but not more than that. So when I enter the school, it's very very difficult for me. I took back
Mm-hmm.
my all my books, my UKM books, and my co-teachers helped me, and I learned a lot. Actually, I learned a lot from my students. They will teach us, but some will bully us. They will teach wrong sign, but mostly they will teach us. So students will be our teachers to learn sign language.
Okay, that's nice. A two-way interaction because in any language you need to practice it. You need to talk in order to master the language. So
Yeah.
the
Yes.
same thing goes in sign language. Yes, Ranjini. Yes, is your
Yeah,
signal?
that's very. She's
Okay.
really passionately sharing her journey as
Yeah.
embarking into this. How many years as a teacher? Is it 10 years? 10 years
10
as a
years, but
teacher for
10
this
years,
specials.
yes. Yeah, 5 years, I was in masalah pembelajaran, that
Mm-hmm.
Down syndrome,
Down
autism,
syndrome style. Mm-hmm.
hyperactive, like that. And then 5 years in masalah pendengaran, uh,
Okay.
fully in this sector, masalah pendengaran.
Okay.
teaching students
When I
using
was in
sign language.
secondary school, high school,
Yeah. Go ahead, Ranjani.
yeah, is my connection good? Okay, okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Priya,
we
is it
still
good?
can hear you.
Yeah, I can listen.
Yeah,
I
so
can
like
hear
when I
you.
was in secondary school, high school, it's a school with a special
Mm-hmm.
education class. There's a special education class, and I have a friend who's actually he, I think he's dumb, and he's also deaf, and he'll be trying
Mm-hmm.
to communicate with us. And then from him, I actually know a little bit from ABCD up to Z, but he will show like
Okay.
this something like that. So I'll be like trying to understand, and he will give
J,
an
is
answer.
it?
Then he will write. He will carry a book and he will write, and that's how our friendship actually started. Slowly, and then I get
Mm-hmm.
to learn a little bit whenever he say like this and so on. So I
Oh,
understand that, but I totally forgot because that was like about 10 years back. But it was really that is when I knew that in a school there are such thing as this sort of education. It's mixed
Mm-hmm.
with other normal students as well lah. So that's when it's a new
Mm-hmm.
exposure at the age of 18 back then. So I knew about the existence of such thing as a special education, special education in general. So that's interesting, and I can go on, but I'm going to move to the next question. And that will be a history or evolution of sign language in brief, teacher, because I'm sure there would have been a starting point for everything. And what about the sign language?
okay. For Malaysia, we studied at 1954. So the first school was in Penang, and until now, there is a school, special school for only for deaf students, Federation School for the Deaf, first school in Malaysia. So
Okay.
it was a boarding school. Actually, students from all over Malaysia can go to that school. They can apply, but they have to stay there. They cannot go back home like us every day going back, go to school and then back to home.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a boarding school. So students have to stay there and they have to study there until Form 1
Mm-hmm.
until Form 6. Now they got until Form 6.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the most oldest school in Malaysia, so
Mm-hmm.
1954,
Yeah.
and the best school for deaf students. That's a
Mm-hmm.
starting point of special education for masalah pendengaran in Malaysia.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
So now
fantastic.
our school student also, so if they
Uh-huh.
want to do Form 6 in
Mm-hmm.
they can learn they can study Form 1 to Form 5 in our school. Basically
Mm-hmm.
we have Form 1 until Form 5. They will take SPM, but then if they want to continue STPM, we have no choice, only in Penang. So they have to go to Penang to continue their studies. If they want go to university, so of course
Mm-hmm.
must go to Form 6, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
only choice is in Pulau Pinang. Our student last year, we sent 2 students to there. So they are continue their STPM now.
Mhm.
I
So
Okay,
that's
see.
marvelous.
basic history. And
How about, yes,
for
teacher?
every state,
Mm-hmm.
there is a one school. Okay, for example, in Selangor, we got Daira according to Daira because Selangor is big state. So got Kelang in one school in Kelang, that's my school, and PJ one school. For Hulu Langat, there is a one school. Sepang
Mm-hmm.
one school, KL one school, like that. But for Melaka, as I know, there is only one school because very small state.
Small
State,
So
state.
yeah.
every daira means every district, there will be a one school special, especially for masalah pendengaran.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's wonderful, wonderful. And
Yeah.
for the viewers, if you have any question to Chegu Gauri regarding this topic, you can type your
Yes.
questions in the comment box. And in a while, we're going to experience learning some sign languages as well. So do share this stream to your page or to your friends so that they too can benefit from this session today. Yes, Priya.
Yes, yes. I just wanted to ask just now, how about the syllabus for deaf people, teacher? Is this same with our normal school syllabus?
Yeah, they will. These students also will take UPSR, PT3,
Mm-hmm.
SPM,
Mm-hmm.
and STPM. Okay, for other sectors like masalah pembelajaran, they according to the capable of students, if they can study well, then we will allow them to take exams. But only for deaf students, they must go through all the padana. We call padana, aliran padana. They must follow the syllabus. They must take UPSR, PT3, and SPM. Even though they are fail or pass, that's a second matter. But for us, they must take the exam because they are only deaf and they're only deaf. Other than that, physically they are perfect, good, they can understand. And I must mention here, like here last year our student best result, she got 6 A's. She only take 6 subjects and she scored A in all the subjects. So they are equally capable to aliran perdana students,
Yeah.
excellent
that's
students.
nice. That's fantastic.
In fact, there's
So,
also
the-
record
so it's
top scorer in STPM also coming from them, right?
Yes, and
yes.
most of them will go to mostly they will go to UKM or UPSI. UKM because they got a special course for teachers, and UPSI, of course, that's a university for
The
teachers.
teachers training.
So they can go there, and now they can do their degrees in Maktab also. So they can go. There is a lot of channels for them now. They can be a teachers, but most of them, as I know, they are teachers, lecturers. They will choose, and then
Okay,
they
that's
will,
nice.
yeah, they will again, they will go back to the society and they will teach students like them who are deaf. And
Yeah,
that's I
the
for me,
intention
my
is like,
school, yeah, my school got one deaf teacher. You know, students are most close to her rather than us because we she is from their community. So they
Yeah.
are one being. But for us, we can talk and we are normal, right? So they will
yeah,
close to deaf teachers.
Yes.
That's their nature.
that's
One
a
click.
connection there.
Yeah,
And
connection.
yeah, for the teachers, I mean the deaf people also, they wanted to contribute to their community because they are in a good level and they want to give back to their community so that they can get
Yes.
benefit from it and can come out from this so-called, some people kind of depress or isolate themselves because they are not like other people. I think that's not something to do because they are like everyone else and there are a lot of opportunities to explore. And yeah, that's nice to hear that everyone, most of them are going for this teachers training college and want to contribute that
Yeah.
to their community as well. So yeah, moving on. All right, so yes, teacher, just wanted to ask, is there any oh, okay, speaking about sign language, for first of all, how many types of sign languages are there in general?
Okay. There is
Yeah.
no single type of sign language. Actually, sign language is according to their countries. So for Malaysia, we have our own sign language. For America, they got their
Okay.
own sign language. So every country
Yes,
got their
sir.
own sign languages. So there is no single type of sign language. So it's
Okay.
like a spoken language, like Malay, English, German, like that only. So every country got different type of sign language.
Okay. Okay. That's
Oh,
news, really.
okay.
I
So it's
just
like a
thought that was that
slang.
nice.
Yeah, it's like a
Yes.
spoken language, exactly like spoken
Uh-huh.
language. According to the country, it will there is changes.
Very.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
That's
the
interesting.
yeah, the standard is there any standard syllabus for any sign language?
Mm.
No, it's according to the country. For us, we got a
Okay.
Bahasa Isyarat Malaysia. We call BIM, Bahasa Isyarat Malaysia. For
Mm-hmm.
America, they got ASL, American Sign Language.
ASL.
Same goes to the
Okay,
British
okay.
and India, but India is following British Sign Language. India,
Uh-huh.
have you seen that Molly movie? Mori movie,
Yeah,
the Jyotika one?
Mori, yes.
That's the British
Yes.
Sign Language. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. She acted fantastically in the movie, I want to say.
yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a
So,
recent
so
movie
basically,
called Silence. Silence also. Anushka also acted in that movie. She also used sign language. It's a very very recent movie. I'm not sure if it's
Oh,
already
not very
out,
sure.
but I watched it.
okay, I
Yeah.
haven't got a chance to watch it yet. But yeah, for For Malaysia, I mean, there is a particular body. They will do the syllabus for this Malaysian Sign Language, which is in practice
Uh,
for every school. Is that something like that?
Okay, for Malaysia, actually we got BIM, Bahasa Isyarat Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
And when
Mm-hmm.
I was in UKM, I follow the syllabus KTMB, Kod Tangan Bahasa Melayu, they call. Kod Tangan Bahasa Melayu. But
Oh,
actually
okay.
they got huge difference between BIM and KTBM. So, and most of
Mm-hmm.
the students and deaf people like to follow that BIM. Very simple,
Mm-hmm.
and they can follow it easily. KTBM, Kod Tangan Bahasa Melayu, it's specific for the imbuhan all. Okay, for example, okay, deaf students will go. If they want to go to toilet, they will use this word T, toilet. So in KTBM, they have to say
Mm-hmm.
saya mahu pergi ke tandas. But in BIM, they only can say people can understand. So BIM is most their
Simplified.
they like, yes, they like this BIM very much rather than
Mm-hmm.
KTBM. KTBM is a we have to follow the kata himbuhan, everything we have to follow. So they feel
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for them. So they
Uh-huh.
mostly like to use the BIM. Simple, toilet, finish.
Okay. So as long as
So
it's understandable.
yeah, so that's
Mm-hmm.
their common. They don't want to follow the KTBM because it's very unique one. We have to follow saya hendak pergi ke tandas. They don't want
Oh,
toilet
okay.
enough. So that's the
All
difference
right.
between BIM and KTBM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
BIM is like
Understand.
straight to the point.
Yes, Ranjini?
Okay, so moving on to the next part, which is there any standard sign language style which could be understood by all? And maybe you can elaborate on that. But I guess
You
it
got
may be
touched on
overlapping,
that. Yeah,
right?
I think.
I guess it's
Uh,
all different based on countries.
yes, again, it's based on countries. And basically, in Malaysia also, we will use thank you. Like just now, Ranjini said, like this,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
actually thank you. So
Oh,
we
Uh-huh.
will use in class, normally we will use this when we interact to our students, we will just say thank you. But in Bahasa, if according to the Malaysia,
Mhm.
we have to say terima, T like this, terima kasih, K.
mhm,
But
mhm,
we will go to the simple one, thank you, finish,
mhm.
like that. So there is no standard or any specific for all over the world. No, it's
Mhm.
according to the country.
Country. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
but say in Malaysia, the sign language is a translation of Bahasa Melayu, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how if we want to use Bahasa English language in Malaysia? Can we actually, is there such thing? Like
Yes,
using,
actually, we have to when we teach English subject, we have to follow they got specific one. But in
Mhm,
Mhm.
Malaysia, we don't want to make it complicated. When
mhm,
we okay in Bahasa Melayu, subject Bahasa Melayu, mathematics, moral, science, all we will use Bahasa Melayu. And suddenly we change to English to our students, they will
Mhm.
confuse.
yeah,
So, what
okay,
my school teacher, when I saw, I'm not an English teacher, I'm a science teacher, but
okay,
Mhm.
I know how she will teach. She will take the word and she will explain it in Bahasa Melayu. So, to
wow,
make the student understand the word, if we use both language, of course, students will confuse because,
Yeah.
like us, Bahasa Melayu, Bahasa Tamil, Bahasa English, when we was in primary school, we are so much confused with the languages, but they
hmm,
only know the sign language. So we don't
Uh-huh.
want to make it complicated. We use Bahasa Melayu, we will explain everything. Okay, for example, okay, kita. So we will just use kita. Or we also, yes, we don't want to make it complicated. So we just we'll translate it
Mhm.
English words, we will translate to BM, we will use.
mhm.
So
But
basically,
actually,
you
God,
guys are translators as well. Teachers and
actually, God,
translators.
for English, they got specific sign, but
Mhm.
we don't practice it. We just
Okay.
uh,
Uh-huh. So
It's
meaning,
getting more and more interesting.
So meaning to say, if let's say someone like a foreigner comes, most likely the sign language which they use might be different and
Yes,
different. Okay,
yes,
okay, I understand.
actually that's the problem. Actually, for sign language in Malaysia, we use BIM. So these students, they will only know if you sign in Malay. If they see the American Sign Language, they don't know. For me also, I don't understand American Sign Language because I didn't study about that. I only know BIM, Bahasa Isyarat Malaysia. So a bit confusion, but mostly the word like thank you, uh, how are you? I think they got a specific word, but for me, I will use Bahasa Melayu. It's easier for me. But if they want to communicate with foreign people, it might be difficult for them.
Quite challenging.
Yeah, it's
Quite
yes,
challenging.
yeah, and so
Yes.
that's something to clarify. But
Yeah. And
in
this,
terms of A, B to Z, that is standardized, right?
yes, that's
A
got,
to Z, is it
yes, yes.
standardized across the
Every
globe?
country.
Or uh-huh.
Um, I'm not very sure about that, but I know American Sign Language and our language A to Z is same. But I'm not very
Mm-hmm.
sure about other countries.
Mm-hmm.
But A
Okay,
to
okay,
Z, I think American Sign Language and British and
okay,
our language
okay.
is same.
So fantastic.
All right. So yeah, before we move on, I just wanted to say the first time I had this exposure of
Yep,
sign
yep.
language
All right.
is when I was about 6 or 7 years old when I watching the TV news, TV Satu. There will be one figura bahasa isyarat at the bottom, and
Yeah.
she will do all kind of language. And I remember I asked my mother, Amma, what she is doing? Why she is doing something there? And that's the first time that I think my mom elaborate why she is doing that for the deaf people to understand the news. And then only I realized, okay, there are deaf people in the world, and this is the way how they communicate to others. And yeah, so for the figura bahasa isyarat who we are watching in the TV, they're also using this bahasa Malaysia's sign language,
Yes,
Malaysian
yes.
sign
Uh,
language. All right,
yeah,
all
they
right,
will use Malaysian Sign Language.
okay. So yeah, uh, so teacher, how can one learn sign language in Malaysia? I mean, for the students, as you said, there is a school in Penang, and even every district have this special education school. But for some laymen like us, maybe me and Ranjini, who wanted to learn sign language as a knowledge, so what are the options we have in Malaysia?
Okay, we got a few societies like YMCA Kuala Lumpur and Malaysia Federation of the Deaf. Number three, the
Mm-hmm.
Sarawak Society for the Deaf and RC Deaf Mission. So they got four societies. They will do courses, but we have to pay, and sometimes they will do the free courses. But I'm not very sure about that. But as I know, they got minimum charge. We can learn.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can learn sign language, and got few YouTube channels also in Malaysia. Like people from that society will do the YouTube channel, and you can learn ASL, American Sign Language, British Sign Language, all in YouTube. Because nowadays, most of the people are doing YouTube channels, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can learn from them. And in Malaysia, they got
Yeah.
four. The first one, as I know, is YMCA KL. They will do courses. So people public can enroll the courses
Mm-hmm.
and can learn.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
that's nice.
Speaking
Even
about the
Cikgu
YMCA,
Gauri
I think
has
actually,
her own YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Recently, I started
yep.
when NCO during NCO because I don't want forgot I don't want forget the sign languages. So I started the channel, and that's for me that's like my contribution for my education sector. So people can learn in future. Maybe if I asking for transfer, maybe I will get back masalah pembelajaran school. Maybe I have to teach again Down syndrome and
Yeah.
students like that. So I don't want to for just leave sign language like that. So I do channels for my own use also. So in future, I can refer my channel to recall back science. So that's my main motive actually, and I want to help my friends who want to learn and parents
Nice.
also. Actually, we started a class, special class for parents for free. We invite parents every Friday. We do classes, but after MCO, that's just cut like that, and everything turned 360 degrees. So I
Ups
start
and
the
downs.
YouTube channel,
Yeah,
especially for
yeah.
parents who got kids, deaf kids.
Special, yeah. So speaking about it,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna make a short sharing about one of Cikgu Gauri's YouTube channel's video.
Yeah. So after the video, maybe we can go for some learning, some simple learning.
Hai, saya Cikgu Gauri. Hari ini kita akan belajar isyarat untuk sekolah dan yang ada hubungannya. Jom kita mulakan. Sekolah, college, huruf K, university, huruf U, Dewan, papan hitam, pen, pensil, buku, buku teks, kotak, huruf K, kertas, borang, huruf D, laci, buat jari begini dan tarik macam kita tarik laci. Meja, L, kerusi, bilik, loceng, beg, gambar,
Oh,
bendera. Itu saja untuk kali ini. Kita jumpa lagi dalam video yang baru. Bye.
Bye.
all right.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. So that was a
That's
mini
nice
tutorial
and
already.
very simple. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We have to say that it's definitely a fantastic effort and also thought that you are teaching the sign language for free in your YouTube channel, and I'm sure many people can leverage from what you are doing, Cikgu Gauri. And moving on to the next part, Priya.
Yep, sure. So, yep. We just wanted to know that who regulates the sign language system in Malaysia, Cikgu? Is there any particular body who regulates?
As I told before this, only the four societies that MFD, Malaysian, I'm not very sure about the full name. MFD, they will they got few books. They publish a few books how to sign places in Malaysia, like according to the states. Like Melaka, we got Alor Gajah, Jasin, and in for example in Negeri Sembilan we got Rembau, Rantau, Seremban. So they create sign for all the name of the states, gyra, and places according to our country. What is our needs? So they got published a few books, and there is no particular body to do all this. They just do their contribution, and the society also mainly formed by deaf people. So they are they want to contribute to their own community, so they will create books and will publish only like that. But for KPM, recently they launched book for standard 1 until for standard 3. Only standard 1, standard 3, and then recently for until standard 6. But for Sekolah Menengah, for us, there is no specific book. We will follow the Aliran Perdana 1 book. So there is no specific book, and maybe in future they will publish like KPM, Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia. So they are in charge for every school in Malaysia, right? So for me, this is their work to publish books for students, but no specific body. No. Only
All
people who are from the society and who are deaf, they build one society or any club like that, and they will do services. They will publish book. They will publish. They will launch YouTube channels, and they got few pages also in FB. We can learn sign language.
Okay, that's awesome. That's a knowledge for us. And speaking about this sign language in teaching, if it is a language-based subject, I think that's quite easy to interact. But you are a science teacher. Tell me about that. I mean, science is basically lots of experiments and a lot of terms we use for science subject especially. So how challenging is that, teacher?
Actually, for Bahasa Melayu, it's very easy because they already got words, and for mathematics also they will do calculations, so it's easy. And for sejarah, they're also using Bahasa Melayu. But for science and principal account or some biology, kimia, all, we have to write all the words. Each and every word I will write in whiteboard, and then I will explain to them. Okay, cell. So for cell, we got sign language like this something. But for few words like experiment, we got experiment. Okay, and then for we when we want to do experiments, we must do the laporan, all right. So they got
the report.
Hypothesis, all that one. I will write in whiteboard, and I will explain to them what is that, and I will give them answer. First, I will give them answer. So in 2014, when I start teaching science, because when I entered that school, only that position is empty. There are no science teacher. So like or not, I cannot say I don't want to teach. Give me any other subject. No, cannot. So as a Pendidikan Khas teacher, we have to teach whatever subject that we get. Mathematics, Bahasa Melayu, sejarah. We cannot say I don't know how to teach. No, we have to take that as a challenge, and we have to teach them. So for science, I will do each and every words I will write, and I will explain to them. Okay, actually, what is this? Okay, yang boleh dimalarkan, something malar itu we don't know what is the specific sign.
The very last, right?
Yeah. So I will do 2-3 experiments. I will do the laporan. Okay, we have to answer like this. What is this? What is this? Everything I will teach them word by word. But the final result is they can do it. And for science subject last year, that 6A girls, she was score A for science. So that time I feel like, okay, I'm passed as a teacher. Because a previous batch, sometimes it's according to the students also. Sometimes we will get best students. Sometimes we will get moderate students. So we cannot force them, because they are not like normal students. We cannot force them. We cannot show our angry in faces, because they see our face. For Aliran Perdana students, normal students, they will listen our voice. But these students, they will see our face, exactly our face and fingers when we sign. So we cannot show we are angry or we are not puas hati, all cannot, because they will see our face. So everything we must control. And teaching science is challenging for me at the earlier, but now I know how to teach, because it's 5 years ready. So I know, okay, for this subject, for this chapter, I can teach them like this. And mostly we will use video, because they cannot listen, but they can remember the visualization, visual everything. They can recall back. So for photosynthesis, example, photosynthesis, I will show them video and I will explain them. I will show them pictures so they will remember. They know, even they don't listen anything, but they can answer because they already saw visual. So that's important. That's important. Why we must show videos. We must write every notes and show them. That's important for deaf students, so they can remember everything here. When see the questions, okay, they know, okay, I saw this before, they can write. So that's a easy method that I learned in my 5 years experience.
Okay, even when she explaining, she started to do the sign language. Did you notice that?
There was
Yeah.
everyone say that, because I cannot, it's automatically come.
Yeah, it's already
Okay.
ingrained in you. But that's
Yeah.
at the end of
Luckily,
it.
I didn't talk in Malay. If Malay means I will sign fully. Sometimes it will come. But when talk in English, because we are not familiar with English with students, so sign is not so perfect.
All right. All right.
It's really
I think,
yeah, it also
yes.
reflects a passion also in teaching, I would say. And actually in terms of timing, because would it take longer to teach them? Usually will
Actually,
have
yes,
this
yes,
duration
but
to finish your syllabus.
yes, but we cannot take too long, because only 40 minutes, like exactly like aliran perdana, normal students timetable, so we have to follow. But what we will do is we will do extra classes for them. Previously, last year all, we do extra classes for them to finish the syllabus, because we
Syllabus.
cannot follow the exact like perdana one, teaching,
Yeah.
and then students can go back and they answer. No, here we have to teach them, and the problem is they will easily can forget things, so we have to mention again and again, 2-3 times we have to teach them. So we will do extra classes for them, but this year nothing like that because of MCO. Previously we want to finish the syllabus, and we will give them extra modules, books, which we prepared our own. We will buy books. Sometimes we will not asking money for that. We will just prepare modules. We will print everything. Extra works, must give extra works to them. Cannot expect like aliran perdana students, they can find out themselves. No, here we have to guide them. We have to help them. We have to give them modules. So must put extra work.
Okay. Okay. That.
Yeah,
I think that's
thanks, wonderful.
the core part of being a teacher, especially a special education teacher.
Yeah.
You definitely need to
Yeah.
put extra to deliver the content of this syllabus to students.
Actually,
And
level of patience also.
yeah.
It's utmost important. You need to be very patient with. So
Yeah,
I guess really hats off to you, really.
because
And
sometimes
yes, moving
if we show our angriness in our face, they will it will hurt them, and they
yes,
will distance. There will be a distance. They won't come and approach us for anything. So even we tidak puas hati and all must keep inside this, and after come out
yeah,
from the class, we will share among our teachers. Blah, 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 blah. All we because in class we cannot show too much,
yeah.
so it will hurt them. So we will control, but in Bile Guru we will everything we. It's normal.
Yeah. I think that's really a self-control thing that needs to be there. To be honest, because I guess at the end of the day, the teachers are also like or you're also a human being where you can be angry and
Yeah.
frustrated and so on. But to control that, because these
But
people be looking at your face and eyes especially. So yeah, that's really it's not easy.
But one
Yes.
thing, one thing I have to I must tell, they are not like most of the Aliran Perdana students, when see teachers, they will say, "Good morning, teacher." But when we scold them or anything, they will show their face. But this student, they will sad, but they won't hurt us back. They won't say anything, because one thing, they cannot talk back. Another thing is, they will just, they won't talk.
Silently.
And the second day, they will come to us. As
Okay.
usual, they will say "Selamat pagi, Cikgu." They will forget about this. But that's the special thing of these students. They won't talk back, or they can simply show any signs to show their emotion, but they won't. They won't.
Yeah.
And then they will come back to us. They will say sorry if they do mistake, and they will forget about it. They will just forget about it and will come to us back. That's the special of these students.
Yep. Beautiful, beautiful. And I guess like for the viewers, if you have any question to Cikgu Gauri, you can type that in the comment box. And we're going to learn something from Cikgu Gauri Priya. So we're going to have that session first before we move to the last two questions. So maybe you can start first. Over to you on what we're going to learn. So we're going to learn something, and of course, it will be something for the viewers to learn as well. Maybe we can go with some general, universal things that we usually use in day-to-day.
How we will say Malaysia.
Okay.
Malaysia.
Good morning, pula.
Okay, never mind. We go with
Malaysia.
first.
Malaysia.
So I'm gonna do Malaysia. Why is it like this?
It's like
I'm not very
dancing.
sure, but Malaysia is like this.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're gonna take alternate.
I don't know.
You say one, and I'll ask another. So how about good
I
morning?
can.
Good morning. In Malaysia, bahasa Melayu we will say selamat pagi. So this both the hand, okay,
Which
like
hand?
this,
Over
and this is a selamat.
any hand?
Left and this
Left.
right on the top, right hand on the
Right.
top. Okay, selamat.
Selamat.
Just do like this. Selamat. Yeah. Selamat pagi. Pagi. Okay. This
Pagi.
hand like this. Okay. This hand. Okay. Just pagi.
Pagi.
Okay. This one I know why. Sun. Sun come out.
Oh.
This one I know. Okay. This is selamat pagi. Okay. And then
Okay.
selamat tengah. We must put
Selamat.
tengah. Okay. Like this. Selamat. Just go down like this.
Oh, okay.
Selamat. Okay.
Pagi.
Tengah. This one is tengah. Hari.
Tengah.
Hari. This is a D. Letter D.
I'm
So
confused.
day for day. Letter D. Day. Tengah hari. We will follow this one for English. Day. And then malam. Okay. Sun go back, right? So selamat malam. Sun go back ready.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
correct.
easy.
Yes. So this I know why they sign like this. Sun come, sun in middle, and sun go back to the sun go back.
Sunrise.
Okay. Yeah. That one I'm very sure. Why they sign like that? I'm very sure. And for easy, what is your name? Siapa nama awak?
Yeah,
We'll translate to
that's
bahasa Melayu. Siapa? Siapa? Go around like this. Siapa?
Siapa?
Yes. Yeah, correct. Like Ranjini, correct. Siapa? Yep. Bulatan must be kecil, bulatan kecil. Around our mouth. Siapa?
Siapa?
Yes. Nama. This hand, okay. Nama. Touch
Nama.
2 times. Yes, correct. Nama. Awak.
Awak.
Yes. Siapa? Nama. Awak. Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay. For Ranjini, maybe I think they will give you sign like RJ. Maybe. I'm not very sure, but RJ. Maybe if deaf, you got deaf friends, they will give you name like that. Ranjani, RJ. For Deva
R.
Priya, I guess they will give you name DV, Deva. They will simplify it.
How to
Deva.
say Priya?
This is V. This is a D. Deva. Deva. Yes. For girls, we must put our hand here. For boys, here. Okay. If in case okay, Amin. Amin. So we will put our hand here. Amin. A-M. M.
M.
A-M. For girls, we must put our hand
M.
here. Okay. For Ranjani, R-J.
R.
R-J. Yes. Devapriya, D-V. D-V.
T.
Ah. Yeah. They will
How about
see your
Priya?
figure. Priya P, letter P. So, but I think because my
Yes.
school got one girl, Deva Darshini. So they use
Simplified.
DD, Deva Darshini, DD.
D. Oh.
Ah,
D
yeah.
is the
Sometimes they like this. Yeah.
D.
Sometimes these students will see our face like figure. For me, I got rambut kerinting. So they will use G, my name, and then W, they will do like curl. So that's my name.
Oh, to
Cegu
describe you.
Ga.
Okay.
Yeah, they will see, okay, curl hair or like this. And my PK, her name is Bhuvaneswari. So they call BV. She also got curl hair. So
Oh, okay.
BV. So students,
B.
I don't know why, but they got one student will choose a name and others will, okay, nice. They will say agree. They will agree with it. So when we go to the school, we no need to introduce ourselves. We
Okay.
just say our name. My name is Gauri. So they will create name for us. So my name GW is created by my students.
Interesting.
One more teacher, Sumati. So
Okay.
SU.
Oh, that's
SU.
alright.
So when you meet deaf students, they will give you name, sign.
Okay, that's nice.
Okay, interesting. I think this is really
Okay.
fun. Yeah, it's fun really.
Yeah.
And
How to say how are you?
yeah, Priya, I
Apa
think you want to
kabar?
ask one.
Apa kabar?
Kabar.
Ya. Tapak tangan, ipli.
Okay.
Okay, like this. And then apa. This finger, tarik sikit. Tarik. Yep.
Apa?
Apa.
Kabar.
This one is K. Letter K. Kabar.
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 Down. K, down. Kabar. Yeah.
Kabar.
Apa kabar?
It's like
Yeah. But
Apa
maybe
kabar?
it's a little bit difficult for both of you because we are not interact in
Face-to-face, yeah.
face by
Yeah.
face. Yeah. So it's a bit difficult. But actually, if you learn, I think in 2-3 days you can learn a basic science. It's easy. If you got if you're interested, it's easy for you, and you will learn more when you interact with people.
Yeah.
If you learn only by book, it's not a good idea. But you must have someone who you can
to
communicate.
practice.
Yes, you must practice it. If
Mm-hmm.
if you learn, go to the course, attend the course, pay money, but then you never practice means lost.
True.
You must
Okay.
interact. Yeah. It's like our subjects, principal account, chemistry, biology. If we didn't practice means we will lose.
Gotten, yeah.
Simple logic. Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially languages.
Yes. So we're going to move on to the next. We have been live for the past almost 55 minutes.
54.
We're going to move on to the next question, which is perhaps a suggestion from you, Cikgu Gauri, on how we can create awareness about the importance of sign language. Maybe we can start with our community here in Malaysia itself.
Okay. For me, we cannot expect other people to create awareness. We must accept them. They are our community. They are in our community. So we must take
Mhm.
responsibility. We must put effort to learn. We cannot wait for other parties. Oh, they will come and teach us. In Malaysia, they will do free courses in future. So we all will learn. No, not like that. We as an individual must accept them. They are a part of our community, and we must try ourselves to learn something that we don't know. Maybe they can be in any dangerous. No one can help them because no one know that bahasa isyarat.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
if we know basic science A to Z, it's enough. If they spell for you, then okay. For example, they want to spell their name in dangerous. They want you to help. Okay, they give their phone number, their sign. But if we don't know anything about science, we couldn't help them. But if you
Exactly.
learn at
Mhm.
least A to Z and number 1 to 10, so when they sign their phone number, okay, we can help them. Okay, oh, this is a father phone number, so we can contact them. So for me, every individual, every person, we must take effort to learn at least A to Z and numbers. That's enough. So if in future, if they need any help, if they spell, okay, they want to spell their name, Deva, Deva, we can write for them. At least we
Mhm.
can write for them, okay, oh, this is Deva, okay, right. And then we can help them to make police report, or we can help in any ways. At least for me, at least learn abjad and nombo. That's enough.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
speaking about that, how someone will sign if they want help me or something like that? How we can address it?
Uh, Basically, we will use tolong. Tolong means must put bantu. B, okay?
Okay.
B, bantu. Bantuan,
Mhm.
bantu, imbuhan, an, bantuan. But if normally they will ask for help means bantuan, help.
Mhm.
Yeah, B,
Okay.
bantu. Ah,
Mhm. All
but
right. All
we
right.
know from their reaction all, oh, they need help.
Reaction. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
So.
make a check because since Chegu Gauri said that at least you need to know the abjad and
Yeah.
the number. I learned from my sister who attended class at YMCA very many years ago, but I think it's
Oh,
very interesting. So I don't know if I'm doing it exactly the same or not.
okay.
It's ingrained in my heart, but let me try. Maybe you can correct me, Chegu. This
Proceed.
is A,
Yeah, correct.
B. So Priya can
Yes,
follow, I guess. C,
Yeah.
D,
yes, yes,
E,
correct, correct.
Mhm.
Yes,
E.
yes, correct.
E.
Oh my god,
E,
wait, H.
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 Wait. H. H.
Okay.
I.
Yes,
J.
J. J, we must write like, yeah, J,
From bottom or top? J.
exactly like we write in book, J. How you write in book, J. I think you're
J.
correct, but
So it's
yeah,
from
yeah,
top.
yes,
J.
like Devapriya. Yeah, yeah, correct, correct, J.
So it's
Exactly
J.
like how you write, J.
Okay.
Okay, K,
Okay. K.
okay.
K.
L.
Means K, must face
Like this.
like this. Yeah,
Oh, this
K.
is okay. So
Yeah,
K.
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 L.
No.
Okay.
M.
Yeah,
N.
correct, correct.
N. You just have
M.
to okay
N.
center.
Yeah, yeah.
O.
Okay, M N O. Yes, correct.
P. Is this correct? Oh, this I can't see. Oh, okay. P.
Yeah, correct, correct.
K.
Q.
P.
I don't know. Forgot. Oh, Q. Down, down.
Oh, this is
This is
cute.
Q. Yeah, yeah,
R.
yeah. Correct.
S.
Yes, correct.
T.
Yep.
This one I know.
U.
C U. Correct.
V.
Yes,
W.
W.
correct.
X. I don't know. X.
X.
Okay. X. X.
Shape it X. Okay. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Correct, correct.
X. Y,
Y,
Okay, correct?
Z.
Z.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that correct?
just right.
Oh, yes.
Correct.
It's how
Ah,
right. Z.
Yeah, yes.
So I got like
Okay.
about what? How many correct?
Would
But
you like
it's
to try numbers? Numbers.
okay. Number I don't know, but I did watch your video. Let's do it a trial, teacher. So we're
Okay.
gonna follow you.
Okay. One. Okay, satu,
okay.
dua,
Mm-hmm.
tiga. Normally we will use like this,
Tiga.
right? But
Yes.
tiga,
Yeah.
tiga. Empat,
Okay.
lima,
4,
lima.
5.
Okay, enam. Ya, enam. Tujuh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
7,
tujuh. Lapan,
8,
sembilan, sembilan,
9,
sepuluh. Like a lot. Yeah, bell. Sepuluh. Sepuluh. Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
that's for number.
So see guys, I guess we have
1,
actually done the
2,
basic
3, 4, 5,
5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
correct.
Wow.
Okay.
Correct.
At least I learned something today.
That's a basic
Basic
we
things. So
should know.
I
Yeah.
guess for the viewers, we have shared some basic sign language that you can need to know so that you can actually, let's say if you encounter these special kids or anyone and they are trying to communicate with you, at least you know these alphabets and also number that is good enough for you to help them if they are in any emergency situation or what. So we're going to move on to the next
Yep.
question.
Final question. So, since you also had studied sign language, teacher, I just want to ask: is there any specific level in mastering sign language? I mean, is there any levels like diploma or certificates or something like that?
Okay. No, they got only kursus like courses. For us, they will do as a one subject, only one subject. Bahasa isyarat for one subject only, and
Mm-hmm.
it's inside our degree. That's all. For diploma,
Mm-hmm.
nowadays they got no diploma. So for a
Mm-hmm.
degree, they will got one subject only, and UPSI also same like that. So if
Mm-hmm.
you take enroll to special education, ijazah sarjana muda pendidikan khas something, so
Mm-hmm.
you will just learn a few words, maybe one or two classes,
Mm-hmm.
courses like that. But if for public, if you want to learn from YMCA or any other bodies, maybe they will
Mm-hmm.
give you
Mm-hmm.
certificate for the courses, I think.
Completion of the
But
courses.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
but there is no diploma, degree, master's level for special education, because if you know
The skill.
ABCD, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
ABCD and numbers and words, that's enough. So, and you have to follow the syllabus like Perdana one, Arus Perdana one. So
Mm-hmm.
there is no any specific exams or anything for pass this sign language. We will just
Okay.
learn courses by courses, attend courses. Maybe they got level like first course you will learn about abjad, nombor,
Basic.
keluarga,
Mm-hmm.
sekolah, and maybe second level you will make sentences,
Mm-hmm.
and third level maybe we will write a karangan or just like that. But
I-
no higher level studies in for the sign language.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Actually, speaking
Uh,
about this sign language, I guess like in terms of for education purposes in Malaysia, then there are, of course, you go to these universities and so on. But just to bring another dimension of usage of the sign language is that, like for an example, there are also other instances where sign language will be used. For an example, in diving sports. Diving sports, they have their own sets of sign language. Like for an example, okay is not this. This means go up. So it's actually
Yeah.
there are difference in this. So I guess in terms of context in education purposes is all that Cikgu Gauri has shared to us, and I guess it's also universally used in Malaysia, widely used in Malaysia, I would say, and it's worth for us also to learn the basic thing about sign language, which is the alphabets, number, and also some basic words perhaps to so that we too can communicate with our friends outside there, and who are special, a little special, and yeah, that's about it. And Priya, over to you.
Yep. Just to add on some sub question about the specific level in mastering the sign language, do you need to go for any evaluation yearly or something like that?
For teachers or for public?
Yeah, for teacher or because for instance, we take MUET in example, because MUET will expire like every 5 years, and if you need to get the certificate, you need to renew again, go for evaluation again. So how about you teachers? If any add-ons, any new terms add into the sign
Okay.
languages, something like that.
Okay, normally we will do courses, but not for special education teachers. We are in like sign language, not for us, but we will
Mm-hmm.
teach other teachers. Okay, and coming Monday also we got one course. PPD arranged
Okay.
it, and all teachers from other schools are
Uh-huh.
like I say, masalah pembelajaran, penglihatan, teachers from
Mm-hmm.
that school will come and learn from us, because we don't know when we go to next transfer, we don't know where we'll go. So,
Yeah.
and we don't know, sometimes we will get students who got a problem in languages, or they are deaf students, but they are intelligent, or they want to study in some other schools. So that
Mm-hmm.
teachers must know how to communicate with the students. So we will arrange courses for teachers from other schools, from other sectors.
Mm-hmm.
Pembelajaran, penglihatan, like just now I said like that. So for us, there is no specific courses, because once you learn about sign language, that's enough. The
Mm-hmm.
important thing is we must practice it.
Mm-hmm.
When you practice, you will remember. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't practice, means we lost. So there is
Yeah.
no specific causes for us, because
Mm-hmm.
our
Yes.
degree is enough.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Okay.
so
Speaking about that, also one more, Priya, about
Yeah.
current situation. I know it's like a chaotic with all this COVID and on and off school session and so on. So how did it
yeah.
go? The class, the session, online teaching, and what was
Okay.
there? Was it good?
We use mostly we use WhatsApp, because some
Mm-hmm.
students, they don't have net for their own. They
Internet.
don't have
Mm-hmm.
a phone. So we use WhatsApp.
Internet?
We will send, yeah, we will send our questions. We will do in Microsoft Word, and then we will
Mm-hmm.
send to them by WhatsApp.
Mhm,
So they will answer it, and some parents will print out our practices, and
mhm,
some parents,
mhm,
students, they will just write down the questions. They will search
mhm.
for the answers, then they will snap answers, give it to us back. So we will
Mm-hmm.
just
Okay.
check and give them back. But for same like normal students, we are also having online classes. So no
Mhm,
excuses, because we are following exactly like Perdana syllabus. So we cannot
Mm-hmm.
give excuses. Our students cannot do this, cannot do that. No, we are just
mhm.
teach, and attendance is quite not satisfied, but
Uh-huh.
still we teach them,
Yeah.
because at the end we have to we have must have our own report what we
Mhm,
did for them. So but
mhm,
if they got 6 students, maybe 4 or 3 or 4 will answer the question, they will send to us. But mostly we use WhatsApp and Google Classroom.
mhm,
Google
mhm,
Classroom is
mhm.
one of the main thing in nowadays.
Mediums.
So yes,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
every teachers must use that, and
Mhm,
every must use one class, at least one class. We must
mhm,
teach through the Google Classroom. So we use that
mhm.
medium, Google Classroom, and mostly WhatsApp, because they
Okay.
will reply, and they will do video calls. If they really
Mhm.
don't understand, means they will call us, and we will talk in sign. So
Okay.
that's the
Okay.
way of teaching.
Okay.
In this
Yes.
MCU period. I think,
But it's very
yeah.
difficult.
Uh-huh.
Actually, very very difficult. But
Mhm.
we have no choice. And sometimes 2 3 students we will ask call one time, and we
Mhm.
will explain to them only one time, because if we explain each one one time, it will
Mhm.
take time, and we sometimes will very tired,
Yeah.
because we have to
Yes.
Yeah.
sign and we have to open
Yeah.
our mouth. Even in class we just cannot sign like this, and cannot, we must open our mouth, because
Mhm.
some students, they can listen in a
Mm-hmm.
medium. Yes, they can listen our voice but not fully.
Mhm.
And some students, they're not fully dumb, they can talk, like
Mhm.
they got swara, they got swara,
Mhm.
and they will talk to us. But sometimes we will understand what they are talking, and sometimes it's like not very clear, so we have to open our mouth. So we got two works in one time: hand and mouth must work
Mm-hmm.
uh, same
Simultaneously.
time.
Simultaneously.
So
Mhm.
not like
Mm-hmm.
Pradana teachers, they will only teach and didn't use any science. But
Movement.
for us, yeah, we have to open our mouth. This is arahan from KPM, Kementerian
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Pendidikan Malaysia. So we cannot just use sign and just leave like that. No, we must open our mouth, and at the same time sign each words. So they will see our lip reading.
Mhm.
Ah,
Mhm.
okay. Nice, nice. I think. I mean, me listening to it itself, like, okay, there's so many things that you got to do in it. So many things you need to focus.
Yeah.
Like focus on
Yeah,
this, lip
they
sync,
will, when
and
we
the
sign,
content that you want to
yeah,
deliver.
they will see two things: one, our hand, and our lip movement. Some
Mm-hmm.
students, if we are gossiping among teachers also, they can understand, because they see our lip movement. So
Oh
we'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
we don't talk, because they will see our face reaction and lip movement. So it's
Uh-huh.
yeah, they will focus here and here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's interesting, interesting. Because well, we just thought that sign language are only for this specific group of people, but with today's topic and our discussion today, teacher, I guess it also opens up a new awareness. We really hope that this episode brings a new awareness for the viewers who will be watching this later also, that sign language is actually for all. And we actually lost Priya for a while, but she'll be back. And in the meantime, I guess how the viewers, if they would like to contact you, maybe they want to learn something or anything, I guess that will be your Facebook page, which is Facebook page Gauri Arumuga, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, and
Correct,
also
correct.
if you want to learn something, then her YouTube channel is Chegu Gauri. So you guys can
Yeah.
actually subscribe to Chegu Gauri's YouTube channel, and also can start learning some basic things about sign language at the comfort of your home, from your home itself. And I guess if you are on leave, I'm sure it's year end, you can just join and join the class and follow through her session. So that's about it. And Priya is back. So I just shared about her YouTube page and Facebook
Yeah.
page. And yes, we don't have any question from the viewers, but I
Yeah.
believe you guys can contact Chegu Gauri through her Facebook page if you'd like to ask more about this sign language. And any last word from you, teacher?
Only one thing. Try to learn at least alphabets and numbers, and
Mhm.
just accept them. They are also a part of our community. Only that
Mhm.
one. So we must always just, when you see, they sometimes we can see in, they are working in McDonald, KFC. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
working there. So just
Mhm.
when you see the name tag, just sign their name, call and sign their name. They will be very happy. Just
Okay.
communicate. Try to communicate with them.
Mhm.
All
Mhm.
right. Sure. That's really yes. I think I'm
That
going to
that's
do that.
I think that's a gesture of appreciation that we know we learn their
Yeah,
language just to communicate with them. I think that's a good appreciation
yeah.
that
They will be
anyone
very
can do.
happy. They will be
Yeah.
very happy.
will be a good
Yep.
guest also from us. In fact, we are after all, we are all in a community, and
Yep.
we are all staying under one roof and
Yeah.
in one country. So yeah, that's about it. I guess this session, this episode. Yeah, you're trying to do something, Priya. What is it? Thank you.
Okay. I'm in Malaysia, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Malaysia.
Malaysia. Okay, so
All right.
thank you so
So
much.
thank you, teacher, for this wonderful
Yeah,
1 hour.
very much for your time on
Okay.
Saturday night spending with us and the viewers, sharing about such a useful topic on sign language to all of us. Thank you again, Cikgu Gauri.
Welcome and thank you.
Thank you. So,
Okay. Take care. Bye. Good night, teacher.
okay, so that's about it
Okay.
on today's topic, which is sign language for all. It's really fun for me personally to have
Yeah.
refreshing some sign language that I remember at the back of my mind, and a few new things that we learned today. What about you, Priya?
Yes, definitely. This is a huge experience for me because, as I told you, I only knew the sign language from the TV news session, the Figura Bahasa Isyarat. Other than that, I don't have any experience in communicate with deaf people who use sign languages. So every time when I see people using the sign language, inside of me, I had this feel of. Uh, it will be nice if I know sign language because I can communicate with them. And I think this is a great opportunity for him, at least to learn the basic things, as what Chegu Gauri said, the alphabets and numbers. It is a knowledge for us, and at the same time, we can use it to communicate with the deaf community. And I think that's a basic knowledge I think everyone should learn. So I take this opportunity to learn a bit, and I think I take this as an inspiration to learn more in sign language in future.
Yes. So I guess that's all for today. Signing off. I'm Ranjini.
And I'm Deva.
So
Selamat malam.
I am Ranjini. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, bye. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.